Is Ethereum dead? Is it still a good investment? Let's use the tools of archetypal analysis of planetary cycles correlated to financial flows and currents, aka astro-financial analysis, in order to decode Ethereum and answer this question. Let's go. Alright guys, in this video we're gonna look at Ethereum, the number 2 crypto project still to this day. There hasn't been no flippening either this way nor the other. It's still the number 2, and it's a major project we all are looking up to see what's gonna happen with Ethereum. Not just because people are invested in Ethereum, but mainly because we have all been conditioned to believe and to expect that it's gonna be a major alt season as soon as Ethereum starts to run, right? That's the main reason why everybody is looking at ETH. What's happening with ETH? What's happening with ETH? Why is ETH not moving? Why is ETH not, why is ETH stuck, right? Come on, move. So everybody's looking at ETH and we're all asking ourselves, is it gonna happen or not? Or is it over? You know, is like Solana and Sui and Hype and I don't know, all these other L1s, are they going to take over? Is Solana already kind of the ETH killer? Maybe, you know, after the success of the massive success that we've seen this year with the meme coins and so on. So those are questions that everybody's asking themselves, which is why ETH is still very, very important. And obviously, there is also the importance of being a pioneer. It's really like, you know, Vitalik himself and the very idea of smart contract. It's not just about, you know, investing in money at the end of the day. It's also about the technology, which is, you know, what's the whole thing is about. The technology that has come to decentralize the world, right? And Ethereum is like the main project when it comes to that ideal aspect of what blockchain is supposed to do, the blockchain revolution, Web3 and all of that, right? So let's look at this. We're going to look in this video. I'm going to give you the exact answer. I'm going to tell you what I think, how Ethereum is going to move and why and what it's going to do, right? So all of this you're going to get here. Make sure you watch this video till the end. Very important, right? Very important video. Okay, so Ethereum has not been doing well, obviously, right? Obviously. I mean, you know, it's been a pretty weak performer. If you look at the charts, you know, just to see how it's been performing, it's been performing to what versus Bitcoin. It's been since the end of this is like 22. This is sort of the bottom. End of 22, beginning 23 was the bottom, right, of the bear market, and since then it's been a 60% down versus Bitcoin, right? And if you compare to Solana, it's even worse. It's like what, 88, 90, almost 90% down versus Solana since the bottom of the bear market, right? And there's seemingly no end in sight for this downtrend, for the downtrend when you look at Ethereum versus any other major coin, right? If you look at any other trading pair, that's how it looks. Even though people keep calling the bottom, right? The bottom is in, ETH BTC is gonna reverse and so on. It's not reversing, right? So why is that? Well, in some ways you can say that the other L1s took the cake, right? We saw that Solana can, you know, facilitate massive trading volumes for people trading useless stuff. I mean, you know, meme coins in some way useless, in other ways also you can say massively revolutionary. And it's both true, revolutionary because it shows you that there is value in the beliefs and the principles, and also useless because it doesn't do anything apart from that. But it's possible to do that. Sol proved this to us. And ETH has two problems, right? Two problems. One is gas fees. It's too expensive, far too expensive, right? Crazy expensive. The gas fees are crazy. And second is that it's a slow transaction speed, right? The speed is not good. It's very slow. So these are the problems that ETH has. And so far, the Ethereum Foundation and Vitalik specifically, who's in charge of ETH, they haven't been doing much, right? Vitalik has been singing recently. He has, you know, I'm sure you saw this. He was singing. All
the rest of them is mathematical. No more
Okay, I mean, this is what this is. If that's all they're going to be doing, then nothing's going to happen. But obviously, Ethereum Foundation is going to do some massive changes. Vitalik himself has announced so many different things that are going to change. I did a video on this last year where I decoded Vitalik's background, his karma, his reincarnation background, and so on, and why he's doing these things. But they've announced so many upgrades this year. So many changes are going to come this year that are going to specifically target and address high gas fees and the transaction speeds, right? There's so much stuff that comes, like they have sharding upgrade and dank sharding, and there is an upgrade coming. It's called Pectra in March 2025, which is super important, right? Which is actually a package, but is mostly about L2 scaling. So scaling, making it easier to use the layer twos, right? That kind of are the ecosystem of Ethereum. Things like Arbitrum, Optimism, Polygon Matic, right? Base, and all of these kind of layer twos that are working with Ethereum, right? And also reducing the gas fees. That's all supposed to happen with Pectra in March 2025. And then later, there's going to be several other upgrades as well. ZK rollups, and I think towards the end of 25, there's going to be a big upgrade as well. Big upgrade is the Sharding Phase 3 upgrade, right? Sharding Phase 3 upgrade, which is going to reduce the transaction speed extremely, right? The TPS, right? So, or improve the TPS, right? So that is all happening with the upgrades that are coming this year, right? And if these upgrades work out, then Ethereum should become extremely competitive. And we should see a lot of innovation on Ethereum again, right? We should see NFTs and DeFi applications and AI agents, and all of that should be on Ethereum, right? Why? Ethereum has a massive ecosystem. If you've been in a blockchain space, if you know people in blockchain, the developers love it. Developers love Ethereum, right? They love their virtual Ethereum machines, and they love Ethereum. Even if they're somewhere else, they still kind of always, they think smart contracts in Ethereum, right? The developers, right? It's kind of maybe because that's what they're used to, right? But Ethereum is going to be strong if these upgrades work out. So the question is, are the upgrades going to work out? That's what we're going to look at the astrology for, because the astrology answers this for us, right? At least it tells us what we can expect for the coming time, and to see, how that could impact, obviously, the project, and then an extension the market, right? The market price. So the astrology tells us we have three things to look at for that. We have the asset chart, we have the foundation chart, right? And the founder. And this is why I always say, people tell me, look up this project, look up that project. I can't really look into a project that deeply if I don't have these three charts: the asset chart, the foundation chart, and the founder, right? So oftentimes it's the founder that's missing, because crypto people are notoriously secretive. They keep their data. They don't share their data. They're afraid. They're scared of getting hacked or whatnot. It's super hard to find, difficult to find out. Vitalik is one of the few people who we know even the birth time. We know everything, right? He's one of the few people. Most people are not that transparent. They don't believe in transparency. Vitalik believes in transparency, obviously, right? But so these are the three charts. The Genesis Ethereum chart for the asset class, right? The asset itself. It shows us what? It shows us that there's going to be this year, the major thing is an opposition of Uranus, transiting Uranus to Saturn, right? This is the main thing in the asset, right? So this year, ETH, the actual coin, the actual token, is going to undergo a massive revolution. Uranus opposite Saturn means completely changing and revolutionizing the very structures that make up this thing. It's a complete change, a complete revolution of the structures of the thing, right? So this is going to happen this year. Is this good or bad? Well, could be either way. Well, we already know it's going to change. I've told you they're going to have like massive upgrades. They're going to go to proof of stake. They're going to have, they're going to bring down the changing. I mean, I don't know the technical details, but the whole thing is changing. The whole governance is changing. They're adding so many different mechanisms, new mechanisms in there for scaling, sharding, and so on and so forth, which is they keep the essence of Ethereum, but they're completely changing the project. And you can see this in the chart, right? Which I just showed you. Uranus opposite Saturn, perfect marker for complete revolution change. Doesn't tell us yet anything else. Is it going to work out? Is it not going to work out? We don't know. What about the foundation, right? Foundation is the next thing to look at. The foundation, so in the foundation chart, we have coming up a Jupiter is going here. Jupiter is going to, it's a very positive time for the foundation. The foundation is going to make a lot of money later this year in May, and then going into summer, right, is going to expanding lots of, expanding its opportunities, commercial opportunities, and then also expanding its general reach, right, and just having this huge, big successes coming this year toward the whole year, right? First kind of financial, and then big success and big recognition coming towards the end of the year when Jupiter goes here on the sun, and then Jupiter, right? Big success coming for the foundation. But throughout all of this time, there is going to be this square of Saturn and Neptune towards the Mercury, right? So this is also very difficult. This is so there's some difficult stuff happening. What is it? Saturn and Mercury, Saturn and Neptune, right? So dissolving structures, clashing with what? Clashing with legal ideas, with legal and commercial ideas. So what can this mean? This looks like to me a very clear marker of the foundation breaking up this year, right? The foundation, you're going to say, you just said they're going to be successful. How come they break up? Well, the foundation Ethereum foundation has a lot of different fractions. They have the visionaries, the purists who are like, everything is about decentralization. They have the entrepreneurs. They're just, let's build NFTs and make money, right? Let's build AI on here and make a lot of money. They have the pragmatists. They have they have a lot of different people. The builders, the coders. They have a lot of different visions there. And people have been already very vocal about problems with the leadership. Aya Miyaguchi is the current leader of the foundation. She has been criticized. Even some people came up and say, let's found a second foundation, right? Let's found a different foundation. So this is already ongoing within Ethereum ecosystem. So it's very, very easily imaginable. And this is a perfect fit for the archetypal signature that I showed you, that there will be deception and lies and clashes around the different directions, and people will feel deceived, and some people will break off. But nonetheless, the main foundation will be very successful. Some people will break off, maybe the purists, maybe those who say like we don't want a proof of stake, maybe the ones who say we don't want this type of central, this type of governance that we're setting up. But the foundation itself will be very, very successful. So that's a positive sign. That's a positive sign. Okay, they're going through this, but the foundation will be successful. That's a positive sign. Now, the last sign that we need so we can really answer what's going to happen is obviously the chart of Vitalik. He cannot just sing. He's actually a genius, right? And he's still very much in charge of everything Ethereum. He's the sole authority, right? It's super decentralized and everything, but at the end of the day, he calls the shots. He's like, okay, I'm going to call the shots until it's ready, until everybody's ready to do, to have real governance, until everybody's grown up, right? So that's how things roll, right? Even in the decentralized space, So, and Vitalik, okay, what is he doing? He's coming up with a couple, he's right now, he's going through a phase of great, he works a lot right now. He's working a lot. Jupiter is in his 6th house and is giving us trine to all of his planets down here. Sun, Venus, Mercury, and Saturn, one after the other, from now all the way till some, end of summer, till summer, midsummer, right? Till July, right? From now till July is going to be just getting all of this amazing energy coming in, right? So he's going to be riding a wave of success from now, starting literally now, like January, February, right? February, look here, February, going into Feb, right? Going into February, he's going to start getting all of this recognition for the work that he's doing. Then he's going to make a lot of deals and get a lot. March is the critical date when we're looking for the Pectra update. And in March, he's going to be making these great and auspicious deals, right? Jupiter trine Venus in March, He's going to be making all these great deals. Think back about the L2s that I said. Arbitrum, Base, Polygon, Matic, all of those L2s. Vitalik has this decentralization philosophy, L2 philosophy. He wants to work with all the L2s, right? He says like, we're an ecosystem. We work with all of these other layers, right? They're a part of our philosophy. And he's going to be expanding in March with the Pectra update. He's going to be doing these huge, amazing deals. He's going to be doing this huge, amazing work to bring the ecosystem together, which will be super successful. That's written in his chart. Super successful, right? So that's going to happen. And then after that, he's going to go and build up some very big structures, some really successful, good structures. And only a little bit later comes summer, then he's going to have this kind of major breaks in his structures. Actually, later in the year, August, September, then Uranus is going to be square his Saturn, so he's going to have some things breaking, some structures breaking in summer. This is from July, only after July, right? This coincides with the foundation breaking, the foundation going different directions, right? So again, let me recap this. From now till on to March, he's going to be riding a wave of success, making huge deals. April, super successful. Everything works out great for him, right? Then he comes into summer. By summer, then it starts to get difficult. Everything's breaking, people going in different directions and so on with the foundation. What does that tell me? What does that tell me? None of what I'm saying here is financial advice. Obviously, all of this is my own astrological analysis that I use to understand the markets and navigate them, and that I share with you just to have a good time with you for educational and entertainment purposes. But I'm going to be going big into ETH. Okay, you can do what you want. I'm going to be going to ETH now. I'm going to be going big into ETH now. So these next couple of months look very good for ETH. So that's what I have to share with you. Now, make sure to like and subscribe. If you haven't done so yet, you need to subscribe to this channel, because only here you get this info, which all the other people, they're experts, they're thinking about stuff hypothetically. I'm showing you it's going to happen. I'm showing you what's going to happen. And so far, you've seen it all work out, right? So make sure to subscribe. Also, comment. The more you comment, the more this channel grows. And go to ultrasapien.xyz. Ultrasapien.xyz right now. And there you need to go on there. We're launching so many things in the Ultrasapien ecosystem that we're building. There's going to be an app which has like astrological and spiritual guidance for you that you can work with yourself. You can be a beta tester for that app. There's going to be courses how to, if you want to learn yourself crypto astrology, spiritual entrepreneurship and financial astrology, there's going to be courses where you can do that. You can get early access to that. Go on the website, go on the app, wherever, the URL, Ultrasapien, that's what it is. Ultrasapien.xyz, that's what it is. And you can go and find out how to be part of this emerging community. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. Take care of yourself. Take care of your investments as well. You need them for yourself, for your family, for your future. All the best to you. Be well. Be blessed.